Hi, and welcome to Anne's Craft Room, where life is too short, so get out those craft supplies. Try something new and make something beautiful just for you. Okay, I'm working on my second layout of the Obsession for Collection month. So this is the first page of the second layout. It's going to be a double layout, and I thought I'd put this one together first and then put the second one together with you online. So I'm going to set that over here, and first I'm going to bring out my trimmer. I need to switch out my straight blade and dig out my paper that I'm going to use. So to make this frame, I did what we call a gut cut, and how I did that was I took two binder clips. Let me get my two binder clips, and I put them at 1 inch on each of the ends of the tray. So I'm going to bring this down to where my white line is at the 1 inch, and then I'm going to put my binder clip right here, and what that's going to do is make it stop right at that 1 inch, so I can't go any farther. Then I'm going to bring it up here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put this at the 1 inch, and it's right there. I don't know if you can see that. There's numbers on the side here, and that's the 1 inch. It's hard to see, but if you have the trimmer, you'd be able to see it. And I'm going to put my binder clip right there, and that will stop it at the 1 inch. So 1 inch and 11 inches is what I have it set for. So 1 up here, 11 down here. And then I'm going to put this in and take it to the 1 inch line over here, and I'm going to make my cut. So to there, I'm going to turn it, line it up at the 1 inch again, do another cut, turn it again, do another cut, and turn it the 4th time, line it up at the 1 inch, and do another cut. Most of the time it cuts all the way through. Once in a while you get a little spot that I didn't push down far enough to go all the way through, or I let up too quickly, and I just bring in my scissors and make the little clip. And same thing here. And then I get to save this big piece of paper for another project. Now I'm going to take the second piece, and I am going to cut a 1/2 inch off each side. I need to get rid of my binder clips. So I'm just going to take a 1/2 inch off 2 of the sides. Oops, I think that was a little bit more than a 1/2 inch. We'll see if I screwed it up. And I just dropped my trimmer. Ah! Okay, I can still make that work. Let me pick up that up. And now I'm going to tack this down on here, but first I'm going to ink it. I'm using Tangerine from Close to My Heart. I'm really glad that I'm finally scrapbooking these pages, because I've had them printed forever, and it's like doing this collection obsession and picking out the Crafty kit makes me just want to do all the crop retreats that I have been to. So now I'm going to take this on. Actually, I'm going to go along here. This was a brand new craft mat a couple weeks ago, and it seems like I can never ever keep them clean. They always look dirty. Well, that just means they're well used. Yeah, it goes this way. So now I've got that part done. Now I'm going to make the little border strip that I made. So for the border strip, I took the pink, or the orange, and it's just cardstock from my stash. And the orange is 1 3/4 inches, and then the pink is 1 1/2. And then what I'm going to do is grab some silver paper. I thought I had it handy, but then things drop. Thought I had this silver paper handy, and then when the trimmer dropped, it also dropped my paper. So here's my silver paper, and I'm going to use this scissor punch that I got from Creative Memories. So I'll have the link. I don't know if they still sell it or not. We'll have to look and see on my website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the little black line right there. Make my first punch. And then slide it over. I'm going to line up my little diamond over here, right down here. Make sure that my paper is lined up there, and make another punch. And then do it again. Line up my diamond. Make sure my blue is all covered. Make sure that's still lined up there. And keep going till the end of the paper. there's the last one, and then that comes off like that. Now, I did not like the fact that it ended on, if you look, there's half a scissor here and half a scissor here. So I took my, let me get rid of these. Okay, and I took my scissors and I just cut around the top of that pair of scissors and cut that off. And then I took a little bit of glue, brought it down to this end, just put a little dab of glue right there, and took the bottom half of the scissors and stuck it right there. And that way I've got an even set of scissors. And then what I did earlier is I cut a bunch of the scissors in black, and I am going to take the black and put them on the handles. Just like that. This is probably why my mat gets so messy. So that way my scissors look like they have black handles. So let me go offline, finish those up. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my scissors made. Now I'm going to put it on top of this. So I'm going to bring out my silicone mat and my repo tape, and just come down the sides of this. I do know that this repo tape is still for sale on my Creative Memories website, so if you want it, let me know. I can get it ordered for you. I just love it because you can put it down, pick it up, readjust it, but then when it's on for a couple hours, it doesn't come off. But in the immediate, you can do that. So there's that border. Now I'm going to ink it up. This time I'm going to use Rosie from Close to My Heart. I do miss Close to My Heart, but that's okay. There's other companies out there that are just as good as Close to My Heart, and I'm still getting all the products that I need, and probably more than what I need. Okay, so there's that. So now I'm going to put that on here. And I'm going to do it the opposite of the other one. Opposite side. And the other ones, the mirror image, they were going down, so I want these to go down also. So I'm going to do this right about here. There we go. There's that. Nope. And I'm going to use my trusty multi-purpose tool because I didn't have that straight. There we go. That's better. So there's that. Now I have apparently I was still filming when I thought I had paused it, and I am trying to figure out my placement right now. I had it figured out before I did all the cutting, and apparently it wasn't working now. At this point, I'm getting really, really frustrated. Not sure why it's not working out this time. So I'm trying to rethink how I'm going to do this at all. Here is a picture of the final layout and a couple close-ups of my embellishments. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching till the end. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up and then hit the subscribe button to see my future videos. Thank you and have a great day.